Oh yeah, when you're anticipating something. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for all the noise. I can't help it. We got construction, we got people cutting grass. I just wanted to show you guys, they have arrived. The long tube headers for this bad boy. Just a short video. Like I say, we have an appointment with Matt to get them installed. I will do my best to try to document if he will allow me to. Today is Tuesday. We will be installing Friday, so this video will be posted probably Saturday or Sunday or Monday. I mean, as soon as I can get it up for you guys. But just wanted to let you guys know they are here. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my best to try to show you all these active grill shutters. So as you're looking through here, you're not gonna be able to see anything. It's gonna be pitch black in there. And that is because, I mean, normally when you look through here, you should be able to see at least your radiator, right? But you don't. It's just solid black, and it's because the active grill shutters are closed. I just started the truck, so they close until it gets to a certain temperature, and then it'll open back up. So basically, once I get to where I'm going and I turn the truck off, I'm gonna try to shine it through here again so you guys can see, and you should be able to see the radiator because the grills, the active grill shutters will be open at that point. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do my best to show y'all. I'm sorry the lighting's gonna be horrible, but I'll see if I can zoom in to show y'all that the shutters, when they open, you can actually see your, see if I can get my camera to focus, you can see your radiator. Come on, focus. The truck's dirty, guys. I need to wash it. However, I'm waiting till after we do the headers and everything. Come on, trying to get a good view. There it is. There's the radiator. See? As to where earlier it was all black, you couldn't see anything, and that's because the shutters were closed, not allowing air to go in there. So we're going to eliminate them shutters altogether to where air can come in here, cool that radiator off, cool the engine down, make the engine run much better. So there you go, guys. That's the best I can do as far as active grill shutters and how they work. And then, so basically they close. They basically close when you're driving down the road. Like when you first start your vehicle, they close. They wait on the engine to get hot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rushing. I'm trying to get into work. So the start up in the morning or first start, whatever, the shutters close, allowing the engine to get to operating temperature faster. And then once your thermostat opens, the shutters will then open to help cool the engine off. And then once the engine gets back down to operating temperature, they close again. So they just open and close, and then on the freeway they're supposed to close for more aerodynamic and supposed to save you gas. I don't know how true all that stuff is, but basically for you guys that are way up north, that it's probably not going to affect you guys as much, because you have colder weather, as to where down here in Texas it is hot as balls. So those grill shutters, they're actually harming my performance, so we're just going to yank those bad boys out. The only bad thing is in the wintertime, they would be good for in the wintertime here, because it allows the engine to get hotter faster, which makes your heater work better. But I'm going to sacrifice that for performance. So when wintertime comes back around, basically we're just going to do the remote start, let it heat up, and then I'll have a heater. But anyways, that's my best I can do for you guys as far as how the active grill shutters work. All right, today is the day, guys. So I called the dealership yesterday to check on my GT bed stickers, and they have arrived. So we are actually on our way to the dealership first. We're going to pick up the stickers because my appointment with Matt isn't until 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I got a little bit of time to kill, so I figure we'll go ahead and go to the dealership first, grab the decals, and then from there we'll head on over to Moe's, meet up with Matt, and get this thing going. And like I say, I don't know if he will let me document, but you know, I'll do my best. But I mean, if he says no, then no. And like I say, I'm going to try to stay out of the way to get it done with. But if he allows me to, I'll try to document a little bit for you guys. It's not going to be the whole installation process, all right? But I'll see what I can do. All right, guys, we are now on our way to Matt's or Moe's Performance. Anyway, I actually been messaging him a little bit this morning because, well, we kind of talked about state inspections and stuff like that. You know, will long tube headers pass state inspections? And we'll get into that here in a little bit. Long story. Yes, they will. However, you know, so anyway, we'll get into that. But I told him, you know, that I was going to be early, which he said that that's okay. That's fine because, you know, the truck needs to sit to cool off anyway before we can start working on it. So that actually kind of works out in my favor. So anyway, I'm going to get down there, meet the guy for the first time because I've never actually met him. We've always just been chatting back and forth, you know, through Facebook and Messenger and everything else, emails, etc. So sit down, talk with him, you know, and see what all he'll allow me to do. So anyway, guys, I got to go find his place, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I'm here at Matt's. This here is the TRX that ran a 9.99 at the track. Told me he was running 26 pounds of boost on it. It's a bad boy. I got a YouTube channel, Matt, so I kind of document a few things. Yeah. And then he's fixing this here up to, I believe, to, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to be selling this, right? Yes. So any of you guys interested, he's going to be selling this here. All right, so he's moving his wife's Jeep out of the way so I can put my truck up here so we can get the fans on it to start cooling it down. But, all right, guys, like I say, I'm going to try to document as much as I can. All right, guys, so we took the fender flares, or fender liners out so you can get in there. You can kind of see where your manifolds are. And we'll take the tire off here in a little bit, too. We're just trying to cool everything down. Alright guys, the work has commenced. It is 8:38. So we'll keep track of how long it takes. Alright guys, just a little bit better look of the 4th gen he's got here. It's a nice clean interior. You got the nice racing bucket seats here. A lot of work in this motor. Says he's going to be selling it for around 40 to 45, around that ballpark. If anybody in this area wants to buy it. All right, there's everything unboxed, guys. Look how beautiful those things are. Yeah. And there's the old cats they already got out of the truck. All right, and that there is the factory manifold. See how restrictive that thing is compared to that. Right? Alright. These guys are trucking along pretty dang good. As you can see, they didn't even have to take the damn wheel off. Check that out. Alright. Matt just pointed out the gaskets that come with the headers, they're fine. However, Mopar's is much better because they're multi-layered, as you can see there. So we're going to be using a brand new set of Mopar gaskets. And I think he said those run like 50 bucks. Alright guys, and as you can see over here on the driver's side, you actually have to remove the oil dipstick. Alright, and he's working right now on getting that factory manifold off. Now the fun part, getting that thing up in there. Need me to hold anything on my end, Matt?
Maybe just stand above the sun. I can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right here.
I'll stand right here?
There you go.
All right.
I can't see what I'm doing because of the damn sun.
Yep, I hear you. Alright, got it in there. Alright, there's all the old stuff, guys. Good news is no bolts broke, so everything came off pretty good. There's no cracking, so yeah, the last set of long tubes they did on a guy's truck, both of his were cracked. Okay, put the O2 sensors there, and then you have O2 sensors that also go in the actual headers. Let's see if I can see where he put, but they go on each side. They screwed them in somewhere down there. But Matt just said it's very important to put them in the same way. So don't mix them up. There you go. From this angle, you can kind of see that O2 sensor. That's right there. So you have your high ones that go here, and then you have your low ones that go there. Just got to make sure that you don't mix up your highs and your lows. And you got to make sure you put them back on the same side. All right. I know I had to get Matt to pop the hood. I love this. A buddy of mine at work, I parked next to him. He has a Raptor.
It's really nothing fancy.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic.
Well, I mean, yeah, for everything you got done to it. I mean, you said you got the intake. He did the ported supercharger tune, so he did the PCM swap with a tune. Upper and lower pulleys, all-American racing headers. 180 miller? 108 meter throttle body. This bad boy ran $9.99 at 133 miles an hour, I think it was? 133, yeah.
It's been 134.
Okay. And he said he has gotten it to 156. Yeah, so this big boy moves. How heavy is the TRX?
When I raced it was 6,200.
6,200?
Stock it's like 65, 66.
You do, what kind of weight reduction do you do?
The skid plates are gone, and I did take the seats out the day that it went.
Okay.
Yeah, so skid plates, spare tire, and I took the seats out that day.
Wow.
But it went a 1008 with the seats in it though.
These things are beautiful. That's one thing you got to give to Ram. Another good thing about getting your truck done over here is you can drop it off and he'll give you a rental. You get to drive that one. I decided, to stay and document as much as I can. But that one is actually cammed and everything as well, so you'd be riding in style even on your rental. Alright, driver's side getting in there. Damn, the thing's looking a whole lot better than those crappy manifolds. right. Also, the O2, the kit comes with O2 extenders. You'll need those so the wires can reach back to plug in. All right. This here, Matt just pointed out, has a resonator in it from the factory. So the one we're going to be putting in that comes with the headers, that one over there, as you can see, it has no resonator, which means it's going to be louder. Alright guys, as you can see, getting the grill off is a pain in the ass. He's having a hard time just getting this trim piece right here off. Alright guys, talk about a pain in the ass just to get that off. And those are the active grill shutters. Alright guys, active grill shutters are out. You do, however, have to take the motor out. There's right here, and plug it back in and just zip tie it out of the way. Alright, so once you take the motor off, Matt zip tied the bad boy right over here to kind of hide it out of the way. So when you pop the hood, you don't even see it. Alright. Matt is now changing out the thermostat and I'll swap in the 180 degree thermostat. As he makes a mess, yes. Now the fun part. I'm going to put it all back together again. All that for the grill. Alright guys, while they're putting the front of the truck back together, I'm installing the new 93 octane long tube header and 180 degree thermostat Hemifever tune, along with the transmission Hemifever tune as well. Alright guys, first start, moment of truth. And new headers are going to smoke for the first time, completely normal. I'm just going to top off my coolant. Temperature right now is 158. Alright, so we're monitoring the temperature right now, making sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. As you can see, we have no check engine light or anything. We're good. The tune is working. No check engine light for the active shutters or anything. All right, finishing time is 11 o'clock. So two-wheel drive is a whole lot easier than four-wheel drive. All right, we're just going to make sure that fan kicks on when it's supposed to. All right, I got Matt in here. He's going to give us some gas so we can see what it sounds like back here. He was back here. He said it sounded good. Go ahead, Matt. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so that is it. Matt was freaking awesome. Alright. So we did run into a problem. It was not Matt's fault. It was actually American Racing Headers. They forgot to include a couple of extenders. So I'm actually running right now without some O2 sensors. However, we kind of rigged it so the check engine light isn't on. He contacted American Racing Headers. He got with his rep and everything, and they're going to overnight the extensions. So I'll be coming back out here so we can correctly get everything hooked up the way it's supposed to. But the truck's running fine. It's running great. The thermostat's working the way it should. As you can see, we're reading 194. It gets up to about 195, and then the fan kicks on, and then the fan will cool it back down to about 185, and then the fan will kick off. So we fluctuate between 185 and 195. So right now I really can't get on it too hard due to the fact that, you know, we're kind of running without O2 sensors, and It's dumping more fuel, which causes it to kind of bog down a little bit. Not bad though. I mean, it's still drivable as long as you're not doing any wide open throttle. So like I say, I mean, it was just an error on American Racing headers. They just forgot to pack everything I needed. Anyway, they're correcting it. They're overnighting it. I'm gonna get with Matt again, and we're gonna hook it up. Be done. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna conclude this video. Well, actually, no, it's not gonna conclude this video because I'm gonna wait to upload it because I want all of it in one video. So when I drive back out here to Matt's, we'll continue the video and then I'll upload everything then. Until then, we will see you guys next time we're at Matt's. Also, drone in here. It is a little bit louder due to the fact that it's, you know, got long tube headers now, no resignators or anything, but it's still not horrible. I mean, you guys can hear me perfectly fine right now. It's only when you actually romp on it that you can really, really hear it. So, for example, when we get on the, let's see, once this person here moves, come on. All right, we're gonna get over here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that. I mean, it's really not that bad in the cab. I mean, I can still talk to everybody, but it is really loud outside. But it sounds great. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys when we get back over to Matt's once he contacts me when the extensions come in. Oh, most importantly, because I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, my reaction to all this. I mean, it's hard for me to give you an actual reaction because I can't actually get on it, you know, because I can't do a good wide open throttle right now. But I can tell you, just for the little bit of gas that I'm giving it, I can already tell the difference. I mean, the torque is crazy. I mean, this thing is going to be nuts. So, yeah, long tube headers, you're definitely getting what you pay for. They're going to be loud. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it besides, you know, possibly getting a quieter muffler and maybe putting your resignators and stuff back on to make it quieter. But when you do that, you start taking away power. Also, shout out, Matt gave me some free Moe's Performance decals, so I don't know where on the truck I'm going to put it, but might go under the hood or something, I don't know. It looked weird on my back windshield next to my my cop flag back there, my thin blue line flag, so it would offset it, so probably put it under the hood somewhere. Alright, but yeah, I mean, the truck definitely pulls. Just from the little bit of gas I give it, I can definitely tell it pulls. And that's one thing Matt definitely told me. He's like, you're definitely going to feel it, and he's right. I definitely feel it. And I haven't even gotten onto it and I can feel it. So, yeah, definitely worth the money. However, if you guys are looking to not have a very loud truck, then no, not for you. Alright guys, so it's the next morning. As you can see, we do have a check engine light now. Completely aware of that due to the fact that we have no O2 sensors plugged in. So, yeah. I got to run some errands, so I kind of had no choice. I'd rather leave the truck parked. But good news is I ain't got to go too far. O2 sensors should be in, or not O2 sensors, but basically the O2 sensors, they're there. Just the extenders to plug them in, they did not send me enough. Hang on, let me roll up my windows. That way you guys can hear me a little bit better. So the O2 sensors are there. One of them, I believe, might be plugged in. I'm not 100% sure how Matt and them did it. But technically the kit was supposed to come with 4 O2 extensions, because once you put long tube headers on, your factory wiring will not reach the plugs to plug them back in. So that's the issue we ran into, because they did not send enough extensions. So like I said previously, Matt contacted his rep over there at American Racing Headers and was like, hey, look, you know, you guys checked off 4, however there was only 1 in the box. And so he's like, we're sorry, we apologize, we'll send them, to you. So got with Matt, and we're going to get it taken care of. That's the reason that check engine light is there. It's not hurting anything. The only thing that it's doing is making the truck get really, really shitty gas mileage. I mean, as you can see, it's just drinking fuel, because basically the computer is trying to compensate. Okay, should I run lean or should I run rich? It doesn't know what to do, because there's no O2 sensors there telling it, what's going on. So that's basically the only thing that's crappy right now, and the fact that I can't really get on it, because if I was to punch it right now, it would just dump a whole bunch of fuel into the motor, and it would bog down, instead of, because it wouldn't know how to lean it or how to rich it out, it wouldn't know what to do. So all it would do was it would make it really, really rich and just dump a bunch of fuel, and then the computer would have to turn around and try to compensate for all that and turn around and make it run lean. So that's what your O2 sensors basically do, guys. And then sometimes they will make the vehicle just run like crap. Really, I think the only thing that's saving me right now from this vehicle really running rough and everything is Sean's tune. I think that's the only reason the vehicle is actually, because at idle, it's fine. It's not misfiring. It's not doing anything. Normally when an O2 sensor goes out, you have a misfire, you have some shaking and all kind of stuff going on. But I'm not getting any of that. The truck, I'm very fortunate. The truck is running fine at idle. It's running fine at lower speeds. Like I say, it's just I just can't get on it until we get those O2 sensors plugged back in. So just wanted to explain that's why that check engine light is there. We are very surprised that it did not come on the minute we started the truck. I mean, I was able to drive all the way home yesterday, and that check engine light never came on. And then sure enough, this morning when I started it on a very cold start, of course, right away that check engine light came on, and I was kind of expecting it. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. It will be taken care of. So once again, we will get back with you guys when we get back over to Matt's. All right, guys, what's up? Today is Sunday. We installed all this stuff on Friday. Just a word of advice for you guys. Before y'all go to install everything, it's best to just look over all the parts and make sure everything's there. We were pretty sure we had everything. I mean, Matt, first thing he did was take the box out and made sure that it was the right kit that they sent, which it was, Another thing I want to give to American Racing Headers is that everything bolts up perfectly. I mean, everything lines up. Everything's good. This incident this is the first time it's happened with Matt anyway, and he didn't even think to look to make sure all the O2 extensions were there, and that's where we ran into our problem. After everything was put together and we went to try to go plug everything back in, we were like, uh-oh, we're missing some extenders. So I mean, we looked all through the box. I mean, we tore apart everything. We're like, oh man, and so he contacted his rep, and they were supposed to overnight them. The problem is, Matt has a family, and they went away for the weekend. So I have to wait to hear back from him on Monday whether or not they were delivered to the house. And if they weren't, then he told me that he'll call them and get a tracking number. So hopefully we can get the truck back up and going Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully. I mean, the truck is drivable. However, I'm doing my best not to, because driving without cats, it's not the smartest thing in the world. But you know what? after we installed it, I had no choice, right? I mean, as long as you're not dogging the vehicle and everything, you're not going to hurt anything, but you're just really, really going to get crappy gas mileage. And of course, you're going to get check engine lights. So that's what this part of the video is for. We got the Trinity hooked up right here. We're going to go ahead and do a check engine. All right. So I can show you guys the codes that it throws, because supposedly, from what I read, when you don't have the O2 sensors plugged in, it throws multiple codes. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of codes it throws, and to be able to share it with you guys. So this could take a few minutes. But I already know that's why we have the check engine lights. It's because we have no O2 sensors plugged in. Okay, trouble codes. And once again, the reason we do not have any O2 sensors plugged in is because when you switch to long tube headers, the factory wiring will not reach the headers to plug in. So they send you extenders to be able to plug them in. And hang on, guys. And yeah, and if you don't have the extenders, then you can't plug your O2 sensors in, and that's kind of where we ran into our problem. So yeah, these are all the codes that it's throwing for the O2s. So let's see what this one is. Heater control circuit high. Okay, that's your O2 sensor. This one, O2 sensor. This one, O2 sensor. This one, O2 sensor. This one, O2 sensor. And this one, O2 sensor. So all of these are for O2 sensors. So yeah, if you guys ever get any of these codes, that is for the O2 sensors. Alright. Alright guys, so today, finally, it is Tuesday. So, recap, we basically got the headers installed on Friday. We found out that American Racing Headers forgot to include all the O2 extenders, which is why we got the check engine light on. So, Matt got with his rep. They were going to overnight them. And Matt just reached out to me yesterday and told me that UPS just dropped them off. So they have arrived, and we are on our way to Matt's now so he can put them on. My appointment really isn't until 3:30, but I'm getting there a little early because he told me that, you know, we're going to have to let the exhaust cool off before he gets up underneath the truck to be able to plug those things in, because where they're located is kind of on top, and he doesn't want to burn himself. So I want to get there a little early just to let the truck cool off, get the job done, and we'll reset the check engine light. It should not come back on after the O2 and everything. All the O2 extenders are plugged in. That way the truck will be reading the O2 sensors and everything will be good. Right now, the only reason the check engine light is on is because none of the O2 sensors are plugged in, so it's not being able to read the air-fuel mixture, which is in turn giving us a really crappy gas mileage. I actually went and ran some errands earlier today and filled up the truck, not completely, but put about 40 bucks into it, which got me about right there. But so yeah, basically that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to document him plugging them in or anything like that. I mean, it's literally plugging one end of the extender into the factory harness and then the other end of the extender into the O2 sensor. So I mean, it's easy. I can do it, you know. But I'm having him do it to where everything's covered under most performance, right? So anyways, we're gonna get over there, we're gonna get it done. I'll probably show you guys a picture, you know, of the O2 extenders or whatnot, if I can remember to do that, because right now it's just basically getting over there, getting it done, hooking the Trinity back up, clearing the trouble codes, and then we'll be set, good to go. All right, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. All right, guys, this is them. Like I say, one end plugs into the factory harness, the other end plugs into the O2 sensor. That's it. We're done. No more check engine light. Everything is good. Another thing that I noticed is my eco mode comes back now. Without the O2 sensors, it wouldn't go into eco mode. So if I like let off, you'll see here that eco should pop up right there. See there? It would not do that without the O2 sensors. So everything is back working the way it should be. I'm not gonna be able to get on it, guys. I mean, the roads are wet. It's been raining, and I don't want to risk anything. That'll be another video where we get on it. So anyway, it's loud. It sounds great. It's nowhere near as loud as Matt's TRX, though. Oh my God, that thing is loud as hell, and it has cats. So yeah, I mean, it drowned mine out completely. Yeah, that thing is a monster. But anyways, guys, that's gonna conclude this video. I know it's long, but I wanted to document everything I possibly could for you guys. You know, Matt had a bunch of 4th gen O2 extenders, you know, because he does a lot of long tube headers, and the problem is the 5th gen connectors are different than the 4th gen connectors. That's why we couldn't use them. We literally had to have the 5th gen connectors. But in all, everything is back up and running. The truck is running great. We have the Hemifever tuning in it and everything. So everything is good, guys. All right. Any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I will do my best to answer them. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Y'all take care.